Live. Hello, everybody. We're live at Late Night Baltimore on another hot night in Baltimore. So it's late, it's hot out, but if you're watching this, you're one of the real ones. And tonight we're going to talk about something quite important to this channel, always has been, and that's birthright citizenship, because of rulings that came down this week from the Supreme Court. It was a few days ago, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 against Trump's executive order to trying to end birthright citizenship. Roberts, Sotomayor, Kagan, Barrett, Jackson, and even Brett Kavanaugh, sort of, all voted to strike it down. Thomas, Alito, and Gorsuch voted the other way.
How can you vote the other way when it's in the Constitution? It's written in the Constitution. In the case.
And let's see a video.
What would your reasoning be? I did read that. Read the Senate. The 14th Amendment.
Okay, and now here's the argument from the MAGA side. They say that when you give automatic citizenship, or this is what they try to say, I don't know if this is something you really believe, to babies born to people who are here illegally, you're basically rewarding people for breaking the law. This is how they say it. They call it birth tourism and anchor babies.
But
And they argue it encourages illegal immigration because once the kid's a citizen, the whole family has a path to staying. Now, that's what they say is their beef with it. It's really that they're anti-immigrant and they don't want people from other countries, and they want to be, what they want to really be able to is have the power to declare people citizens or not citizens at their whim. All right, but this is the real truth. Birthright citizenship is fundamental to who we are as a country. It's baked in to the 14th Amendment, and it was made for a reason. After the Civil War, this country made a promise. If you're born on this soil, into this soil, under these laws, you belong here. It's not about where your parents came from. It's about where you were born in the country that raised you. This is what separates us from old world countries that judge you by blood. This is what makes us different. This is what makes America different. And it was with the 14th Amendment.
Gentlemen, the hour has come. Indeed, let us make this nation anew. The Union demands it. There, the foundation is laid for the new birth of freedom.
What MAGA wants is large groups of people they don't like or disagree with politically or ethnically to be forced out of the country.
Keep moving, stay together.
I have the water.
My feet hurt.
This this constitutional 14th Amendment was tested in 1898 with a kid named Wong Kim Ark. He was born in San Francisco when Chinese people were literally not able to become citizens. The government tried to say he wasn't American. The Supreme Court said, no, he was born here and he's one of us. That ruling has stood for over a century and a century and a quarter until last week, this week's ruling. Some of the justices took issue with it. Now, people might think, why should I care? My family's been here for generations. But if we overturn this constitutional amendment, it could create a permanent underclass right here in America. American kids born here could be denied citizenship, unable to work legally, unable to go to college, or fully participate in society. Over time, you have American-born people living as non-citizens in their own country. No voting rights, constant fear of deportation, even though they've never known anywhere else. It would make us a fundamentally different country, one with a heredity underclass, tearing at the idea that this is a country where you're judged by who you are and not who your parents were. So the court's decision keeps the promise alive for now. Here's because Kavanaugh's voting for it was to strike down the executive order, but saying that if Congress were to make a law outlawing or modifying birthright citizenship, he would reconsider it as whether it's constitutional or not. Kavanaugh is saying that that striking down birthright citizenship or making adjustments to it is not against the Constitution. It's against the federal statute right now, because that's how Trump put it. But so he's left the door open. So it's closer to 5-4 decision. At least it's holding for now. That's good. Well, so the fight's not over. Congress could make a new law, and we need a Democratic Congress and Senate in the midterms, so a law like this never ever gets close to a vote. Stakes are too high to sit this one out and not to try to participate and try to donate to a candidate or try to campaign for candidates. And here on Late Night Baltimore, we are independent media and we are all in. You must have a Democratic Senate and a Democratic Congress to stave off all the horrors that have been going on. It's too important, especially when it comes this razor close to something that's so fundamental to being an American and is written so clearly by both how it's codified in the Constitution and what the intent of the framers of the Constitution and the Supreme Court have considered this issue since.
This is impossible. What if I mess this up?
We're not a live in fear country. We're a country where if you're born here, you're an American. And if that doesn't sit right with MAGA, look too damn bad. They just want to be able to throw out their enemies and throw out people they don't like or think are disposable. This is what they want the country to become. But we're not going to let that happen. Nope. We're going to keep fighting. And we'll always fight. And so F MAGA, continue the fight, like and subscribe, tell all your buddies about this great podcast. And let's think about the America that how we see here in Baltimore tonight. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the night. Get ready for the heat that's coming in the next couple of days. And we will talk to you all soon. Good night, everybody. Like and subscribe.
Big Rooster.